Following table shows the price index for 13 countries and 4 food categories for the year. Okay, it shows, for example, that if you paid €132 for meat in Austria, then the same quantity or similar meat would cost you 117 in Germany or 106 in Ireland. I get it. So it's comparing food prices from different countries. Good with that? Okay. Now, they're obviously not ranked in order of size. Is the next thing, because in some countries meat might be more expensive in Austria, but then something else could be cheaper in Austria compared to another country. Okay. Complete the following table. We're looking for the maximum value of fish. Which one's the maximum value of fish? What country does it belong in, where fish is at its most expensive? Switzerland. Makes sense, because Switzerland is in the middle of Europe and there's not really much coastal regions there. So, and its minimum value, where fish is at its cheapest. Anybody? Poland. How much is Macedonia? Macedonia's, yeah, 59 for Macedonia. Now, top score, take away bottom score is your range. 118. Okay. All right. Maximum for milk, eggs, and cheese. How much? 175 for Norway. And then minimum 65, yeah, and then a range of 110. Okay. And fruits and vegetables. Once again, Switzerland, yeah, take away minimum. What? 48. And then 124. Now, write down the data for fruits, vegetables, and potatoes, increase in order, and hence find the median for that food account. The median is the middle person. So please remember, median. If you have 3 people, it's the middle person is the median. Everybody got that? If you have 4 people, who's in the middle then? The average of the middle 2. So for even numbers, it's the average of the middle 2. For odd numbers, it's simply the middle. Everybody got that? All right. They said 13 countries, didn't they? So let's start off. What's the smallest country for fruits and vegetables? What score? Next score after that? 62. After that? Yeah, after that? After that? Yeah. 104, 111, 116, 125, 136, 137, 150. All right. Now there's 13. What's 13 divided by 2? Now it's an odd number, isn't it? So is it a middle 1 or a middle 2? Middle 1. 6.5. Round off 6.5 upwards to 7. Who's the 7th in line? 111 is the 7th number in line. So your answer is 111. Happy days. We all remember how to do medians? Happy days. All right. Find the mean in the meat category. So what we're going to do is we're going to add up all the scores in the meat category. So see these numbers here? We have to add up all 13 of them. Everybody cool with that? So what we're going to do is we're going to add all these together. Okay, what you get when you add them all together? 1,419. I'll take that action, right? 1,419 and divide it by 13. To be safe in the test, lads, I would honestly take a minute to write them all out and add them together, because it comes across as an attempt. Don't skip straight to the answer. At least have the 1,419 divided by 13 down. Because if you just write down the answer, it's all or nothing. It's 0 or 10. Well, if you write down the steps, you could get 4 out of 10 or 8 out of 10, even when you have it wrong. Does that make sense? If you have the time, take the time to write out what you're doing. Okay, so what do you get when you divide it in? 1.5 will do me. Yeah. Anybody else get that? Okay. Did anybody else do this question? Okay, let's see what other people got. I think we might have an incorrect total here. What did you guys get for the total? Anybody else for 1,456? All right, so I think you might have omitted one of the numbers. That's all. That could also work, yeah. So what is 1,456 divided by 13? What? 112? Perfect. Good. Happy days. Let's move on. This is another category, is it? Okay. They show us all the. Are these the same numbers as the first one? Yeah, it's the same table, but they put it onto the new page just to help you out. All right. Now we're definitely going to do the standard deviation on the calculator. Okay, so we might all do this together for any of you that forget. Now, for those of you that forget what standard deviation it means how replicable something is. I'll give you an example, right? Imagine the 100-meter race in the Olympics, and 8 guys or 8 people do it in 10 seconds. Is that all right? See the way they're all perfect 10. What would be the standard deviation on this one? Standard deviation would be 0 because there is no difference. You get what I'm saying? And the mean would obviously be 10. Now, if I lower this one down to, for argument's sake, 9.8, this one down to 9.9, I keep the rest of them as 10 bar the end, and I up this one to 10.1 and up the last one to 10.2. Your standard deviation will no longer be 0. Is that okay? Because all the results aren't the same. It tells you how close the results are, is what standard deviation does. So if I said I had a timber machine, okay, and my timber machine has to cut things to 200 centimeters, okay, and I said to you, machine A has an average of 200 and has a standard deviation of 1.7. I said machine B also has an average of 200, but it has a standard deviation of, let's say, 5.6. Which machine would you pick and why? Why would you pick machine A? A lower standard deviation means it always goes closer to the mean. So I'll give you an example. This machine might hit out 199 and 201. They both average 200, don't they? The other machine might hit out 195 and 205. See the way it's much further away from the 200 you wanted? Does that make sense? You want 200, but the standard deviation tells you how closely it will get you your 200. Okay, so with that in mind, we're going to go to the calculator and we're going to put it onto stat functions. How many of you have the newer model? Yeah, I'll go. I'll do it on the old model as well if you want me to. Okay, you can always want me to do that. Right, go menu, hit stat mode 2. Okay, how many variables are we dealing with here? Just the meat category. So one variable. Okay. Now we're going to enter in all the numbers here, all right? 132. I'll probably start typing it. 117, 106, 63, 50. Oh, sorry. All right, let's go again. 13. No, I actually have to use the. Have to use this. That's annoying. 117, 106, 63, 56, 111, 157. Oh, sorry, 157, 54, 85, 131, 254, 78, and 112. Okay, once you have all 13 of them entered, press the AC button. Okay, it's still there. Now, does anyone remember how to get up all the numbers? It's an option, is it? Nope. Oh, isn't that? Okay, shift. I'm taking off the other calculator at the moment, so I'm still trying to figure out how to get the screen up. No, that's on the older calculator. That's what I was thinking. Oh, one variable calculation. So go to option 2. So we'll try this one more time. Press options and go to 2, one variable calculation, and there they all there, okay? Completely had. So you're going to be presented with this on your calculator. Okay, everybody cool with that? Everybody see it? So what's the average? The average is 112. You don't need this one. You don't need this one. You do not need that one. The only other one you need is the standard deviation of 50.98 or 50.99 rounded nearest whole number. 51. You cool with that? Does any for you old school heads? Here's this calculator here. Okay, so we go mode stat one variable. Yeah, for argument's sake, I'm not going to enter all the numbers again. Is that okay with you? So I'll just enter like 3 random numbers just to show you how to use it. So I'm just entering 5, 6, and 7. You press AC. Looking correct? You press AC. And then you go Shift. See the stat in yellow? Stat. And then you go to 4 variables. N is the amount of people you entered. 2 is your average. 3 is your standard deviation. So you'd press 3. That answer is for the numbers I used. I didn't want to enter all 13 numbers again. Is that okay? But that's how you do it in the older calculator. Is that right? Right. Crap, I was meant to record that. Ah, never mind. Oh, it is recording. All right, let's move on. List all the countries in the meat category that are not within one standard deviation of the mean. Okay, what's the mean again? We had it a second ago. Yeah. So it wants all the countries. So do 112 take away 51, and do 112 add 51, because that's what a standard deviation is. 101 standard deviation below and 1 standard deviation up. So what do we get here? 163, and what's the other one? Huh? 61. Okay, so we're going to look for all the countries in the meat category that are not in between 61 and 163. So let's have a look. Not in between 61 and 163. Okay, so what do we reckon? Macedonia, Poland, Switzerland. Is that it? Outside 61 to 163. Cool. So Macedonia, Poland, and Switzerland. Oh, good. Okay, let's keep going. All right. This one. A customer buys meat, fish, milk, eggs, and fruit and vegetables and potatoes, as detailed in Table C. The customer in Poland buys the same items in the same quantities. Complete Table C. Oh man, this is like a ratio question, okay? So Alex, can you go back to the original table and tell me how much meat costs in Ireland? How much does meat cost in Ireland? 106. And how much does it cost in Poland? Now guys, check this out. Are you ready for this? See 106 divided by 54. That will tell me how many times more expensive it is in Ireland. Does that make sense? So I'm going to do 106 divided by 54. And that tells you that it's 1.96 times more expensive in Ireland. Does that make sense? I'm then going to divide the 36.04. I'm going to divide the 36.04. I'm going to divide that by my 1.96. And you can see that I get 18 points. Now, see the way I got 18.38. Is that because I rounded it off? Possibly, I'll say so. I'll try that one more time. So 106 divided by 54 is that number there, yeah? And then I'm going to do 36.04 and I'm going to divide it by my answer. Yeah. So what have we learned there? Rounding off is not good, not our friend here. Okay. So let's try the next one. Alex, tell me how much fish is in Ireland. 100 what? 108. And in Poland? So do you get what I'm going to do? I'm going to compare how much more expensive it is in Ireland compared to Poland. So it's going to be 108 divided by 64. That's how much more expensive it's going to be. It's going to be 1.687 times more expensive. I'm going to divide 31.32 by that number now. And what it will do is it will tell me that it's 18.56 in Poland then. Does everybody know what I'm doing? I'm comparing the prices, right? What about the next one? Milk and cheese in Ireland compared to Poland. What numbers are we using? 128 for Ireland. So I'm going to do 128 divided by 65. It's roughly 2 times more expensive in Ireland. See that number there? And then I'm going to get my 24.32. I'm going to divide it by that number. And it should roughly half the amount of money. 12.35. Does anybody get these answers? No? Pretty tough, wasn't it? Then next one. 136 for Ireland, and so do 136 divided by 62. Over double the price in Ireland, isn't it? So it's over double the price in Ireland. So do 136 divided by 62. I get this number here. Then I'm going to grab the 31.28. I'm going to divide it by the number I just got. And I should get an answer of 14.26. And then when I add them all up together, if somebody be so kind to add them all up and tell me my total price. You got it right, did you? Fair play. Good.